All right, welcome everyone to the call. This is Dominique Barbie here, and I just wanted to update everyone on the system and what's going on. So, the first group of 40 is getting ready to go in the system. We started putting in a few people already, and what they're doing right now is they are updating the login modules called a login module. Don't want to get too technical on you guys. Like I said, the first group is going to be making sure everything works properly. You guys are so at the beginning of the system. That's a powerful place to be. I want you to know that you are not at the wrong place. You're at the right place at the right time, literally. And then sometimes, when you join systems, when you're early, you have to kind of like go through the motions of the beginning process, et cetera, et cetera. When I was in Shadera, we were the ones had to literally go through everything for everybody else, but we also were the ones making 6 and 7 figures. So that's the positioning that you have. You're so early that you're in the beginning of the beta testing. So they're still processing and finishing up the last few things. Even the products, they still have to be added, but like I said, they are going to allow people to start going into the system. We have almost 1,000 people on the waiting list now, and that was literally like a soft launch that we did. There's going to be probably over 100,000 people coming into the system, just so you know. So what I want to do today is I want to let you know, just be patient with everything, right? Over the next few days, you'll be getting updates as we go, letting you know that things are okay, et cetera, et cetera. When it's your turn to go in the system, you will be notified as well, okay? From the person who invited you, or we'll make a post in the chat that everyone is in as well, okay? So once those login modules get finished, what's going to happen is they're going to put in, a few people at a time, making sure the ranks are updated, right? The first rank is founder, of course. That's for the first 3 people. We were making sure their rank showed up properly in our back offices. And then, like I said, we're processing people. So I want you to know that patience is definitely going to be of the virtue. We're going to be moving fast, but we're also going to be moving at a steady pace. At the same time, you have to understand, in normal programs, it is basically every man for themselves. Okay. You can rush into a system, you can hurry up and get in. You know what I mean? You're gonna get your spot, but it's gonna be you and just whoever you brought in or whatever. With systems like this, when we're trying to help everyone, we have to literally place people 3 by 3. Okay. So that is a process within itself. Even the first 40 people going into the system, it's gonna be a process where we have to make sure the name is on, the people's names are on in the back office properly, usernames, etc. like that. So like I said, it's a process, but it's an exciting process, right? Because that means that we can help as many people as possible, which is great. You're gonna see, I'm going to tell you a vision of what you're going to see. Number one, the first group of 500 has already pretty much almost at 1,000 now. And then that group of 1,000 is going to turn into 5,000 pretty quickly. That group of 5,000 will turn into 10,000 and 10,000 into so forth, numbers upwards of 100,000 people. Okay, that's what I see, especially when the system comes out. So I'm not gonna hold you too long. I'm not gonna talk your head off. I just want you to know, like I said, this is a process. We're trying to, yeah, it's delayed gratification, and it's definitely gratification for sure. It is a process. The leaders are trying to help people and place people so that we all can win. Okay. So first things first. So the coins that are able to be used are USDT ERC20. Okay. USDT BEP20, and USDT Tron. Okay. One of the best wallets that you can use, there's 2 ways to do this. The easiest way that I've seen to do that is to download an app called Exodus. I'm going to share my screen and show you where that app is in the App Store. You can do this with a MetaMask wallet. You can do this with a Trust wallet, but the easiest one that people can do to get their coin is to go on Exodus. Let me just share screen. Broadcast. See. Okay. Let's see if we can get this going. App Store. Boom. Okay, you just go to your App Store, Android or iPhone, whichever one that you have. Okay. Find Exodus Wallet. You see this wallet right here? Exodus. Okay. Boom, right there. You download it. You can open that wallet. Okay. And what you're gonna do is you're going to if you're getting this is Tether right here. You see this Tether coin? This is called Tether USDT. There's multiple types of Tether. Like I said, so there's a Ethereum based Tether, a Binance coin, Binance Smart Chain based Tether, and a Tron based Tether. There's others, but these are the ones that you can use. So you just all you gotta do. Oops, is go to this app. They're going to ask you, if you download this Exodus app, they're going to ask you to save your 12-word phrase. You want to make sure you save that. That's your money. If you lose that and you can't log in, your money is lost. Okay. That's how important it is. When you sign up for any wallet for crypto, you need to make sure you save your 12-word phrase so that you can keep your money and have it in a safe and secure spot, which is powerful. Okay. So with the USDT, you're going to find the USDT on this app right here. Okay, let's see if I could search. And then for USDT ERC, if you're going to be using USDT Ethereum, you have to have some Ethereum. Okay, so you're going to click find Ethereum on this app. Okay, and you can literally buy Ethereum on here. Where is it? Oh, here you go, right here. Buy. Just buy a little bit of Ethereum, like $10 if you can. Let's see if you can do $10. $10. Oops. $10. Oh, it says buy at least $20. So buy $20 on this app. I'll show you multiple ways to do this. Buy $20, just click buy, boom, and just buy the Ethereum. Okay. Once you buy the Ethereum, you're gonna go to Tether and you are going to by the Tether ERC. So you see right here, it says select network. That's BNB, Ethereum, and Tron. Boom. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna choose the Ethereum network. Okay, and we'll help you walk you through this process as well. And you're gonna say you have USD, right? And you're gonna buy $150, right, worth of USDT. Okay. It says you're gonna get 104. So you gotta it's fees, like small fees. So get like, 165. Let's see if it because you need at least 150. So whatever that number is, let's see what that is. 155, 157. You want the USD to say 150, okay? So just do like 165 or something like that. So you have a little bit extra, okay? And then you just click that and then you just buy it right there. This is USDT. You know it's USDT Ethereum because it got that little triangle for Ethereum. So all you're doing is literally go to this app, Exodus, buy some Ethereum because you need Ethereum to transfer USDT Ethereum. Okay. So you buy a little bit of Ethereum, buy you a little bit of that. And like I said, whoever your sponsor is, we can help walk you through how to do that and so forth and so forth. You can also go to Cash App. Okay. You can literally go to Cash App and buy Bitcoin on Cash App. I don't have Cash App, so I can't really do that example on here. But you can go to Cash App, right, and buy Bitcoin on Cash App. Is anybody familiar with buying Bitcoin on Cash App? Because if you buy Bitcoin on Cash App, what you could do is you can still download this Exodus app and you get your receive address. I'm clicking the bottom row. It says send, swap, buy, receive. You can click the receive address on here. This is where the address that you use to send Bitcoin to your Exodus wallet. The reason you want to send Bitcoin to your Exodus wallet from Cash App, if you want to do it that way, is because you can swap like every coin almost on the Ethereum, I'm sorry, the Exodus app. Does that make sense? So you can buy Bitcoin on Cash App, and you can send the Bitcoin here to this app. Okay. And then all you have to do is swap your Bitcoin. You can click swap, CC send, swap, buy, receive. Click swap. Okay. And then it's going to say, you're going to have Bitcoin if you're doing that. And you're going to switch it to USDT, Ethereum. You got to click this one. Okay. Right. You see USDT Tether, Ethereum. Boom. And now you can send the max in your wallet, or whatever the amount. You could just, switch it up. How much Bitcoin you want to exchange for yours, and then you click swap. You can literally send your Bitcoin from Coinbase, Cash App, wherever it is, to this app, and then swap it for USDT. The other way that you can do this is you can just hit up your sponsor and say, hey, I don't understand all this crypto stuff. Can you just literally just go get me some crypto? And then you can Zelle them, pay for the fees, make sure you send extra for the fees, and they'll get the coin for you. When it's time to go in the system is gonna ask, what is the system is gonna say send 150 in USDT to the network. And if you sent your sponsor or someone who's willing to do that, the money, right? Say for example, you want to send me $150, well, 188. I tell people 188 for fees, and just, you know what I mean? If you want to send to somebody, or 165 or something like that. If you're using a Firm and Klarna strategy, I tell people 188. Okay. If you want to Zelle somebody, you can do probably like 165. Okay. And so you can send someone the money and they can get the crypto for you. And when it's time for you to pay your crypto in the system, when you log into the system, all you gotta do is literally send them the address to on the sites. The site is gonna say send USDT to this specific address, and you just send them a picture of that, or send them the information. You don't have to understand everything that I just said, and we will be walking people through. How do I stop sharing this? We will be walking people through as well, right? What were the coins again? Uh, which coins? Oh, USDT Tether, Ethereum, on Ethereum. So ERC20, BEP20, and TRC20. That's basically the equivalent. ERC20 is USDT Ethereum. Write this down. This is like a mini training too. You can write this stuff down so you would know and have this knowledge. Just signing up for this program, you're learning more about crypto, instead of just saying, oh, I don't know crypto, I will never learn, right? You want to get ahead of the time. So we trying to prepare y'all for if they try to change the money over or anything. Not saying they will, but you never know, right? There are countries that have completely did that, right? So that's the coin that you need. You can also go to Cash App, buy Bitcoin, swap it to Exodus wallet, and swap Bitcoin to USDT. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Now I'll make short videos on this too. We're gonna have somebody make a video on buying Bitcoin on Cash App. We're gonna have somebody buy crypto on Exodus. We're gonna have little short videos for it. And if you, like I said, if you need help with the way that we were doing it, when we were putting the first group of people in, first few people, when they found out they had to change the login information, like for people to get their login details, right? Um, the system allows for people to you can register your people within your back office. So let me show you 1 second. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can do that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's kind of okay, so it's not letting me, but that's okay. Does anybody have, because this process takes place when this process takes place when you can get your coins right now. Okay, you can when you can start. Everybody can start getting their coins right now. Takes place one more time, and you have to put a little extra in Bitcoin. If you're getting it through Cash App, add a little extra for fee when we be going to the site and sending our crypto. Okay, so right now we're the first group of 40 are waiting to go in. We put in about 4 people, and then they had to update a module for the login. So that's gonna take I'm not sure how long that's gonna take. It's not gonna take that long. Everything right now, as far as this process, it's gonna take between 1 to 4 days, okay, before people the next group are coming in to the system. Because like I said, when you're doing beta testing, they have to put in we have to put in people one by one for the first group of 40. Like, it's a process so that they can make sure each part is doing what it's supposed to do for the system. Okay, does that make sense? Next week, going to start the calls back, and also start putting people into the training group so you can see the strategy of how to hit every single goal that you want to hit with this system as well. So in the meantime, in between time, you can still use that waiting list form. You can still use that script. You can still also basically get ready, get your crypto ready, start working. If you don't have 3 people, make sure you're working on getting your 3 people, right? You're also I want you all to also get your vibration ready. Okay. What that means is start preparing yourself mentally for this type of money that you're gonna make. When I was making $200,000 a month, this is one thing that I did not know. Okay. And I didn't know to tell people because I didn't know. When you start making a lot of money, um it's like well, how do I explain it? You it's almost like a mental preparation, okay? So that you save some of your money. Don't just go spending it all crazy, right? Start at least, I recommend, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your money, save 10% of every dollar you earn. That is in the Richest Man in Babylon book. One of the greatest secrets: save 10% of every dollar you earn. Of course, put some, have I want people to start creating $1,000 savings account for emergencies. Start working on paying off debts, and we're really gonna be helping people with the system do this. So you're gonna be able to have an extra $1,000 saved in an account, right? Then have enough for at least a month, 1 to 3 months worth of bills if anything happened to you, right? And then also to start paying off all any debt that you have as well. Okay. So like I said, the main thing that you want to do it right now, if you don't, who has their 3 right now? Can you type a 1 if you have your 3 right now? Just type a 1 if you have your 3 right now already. Okay. Type a 2 if you got 2 people ready. If you got 2 people, type a 2 in the chat. You got 2 people ready. You need one more person. And then type in the chat if you are working on your 3. If you're working on your 3, you could just type in, working on my 3. No, this is not Go E1U. April. Working on your 3. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Awesome, 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 awesome. So definitely, once we get into the system, yes, Arla, we're gonna be going from left to right, helping people fill in. We're gonna give everybody a chance to put in their first 3 if they have 3, or if you got your first 2. We're gonna give you a chance to put in your first 2. You know what I mean? So that you can have success too. And then we're going to see who needs help, right? And we're also going to take people through a training course so that you can know what to do on a daily basis. We also have a wonderful, amazing guest trainer that is being added to our team. Super, super excited to help have him on the team. He's actually going to be doing weekly trainings on social media because if you are not familiar with this, you can make 6 and 7 figures off of your social media accounts. Okay. Even if you have a brand new social media account, not so new social media account, we're gonna have a trainer on the team who literally is going to help you take your accounts to the next level. He has worked with 6 and 7 figure monthly earners, taking people accounts from getting maybe a few likes to hundreds of likes, 400 likes at a time sometimes, um growing their business like crazy. People try to literally take his training all the time, right? We're gonna have him as a guest trainer for us. You know, me and Kim are really good at social media, but he's gonna be doing specific training so that everybody has three like in no time. Also, going to do weekly checkups. Weekly checkup is to check up. Accountability is so important to have accountability partners where you can come in and have someone help you be accountable. Because you do it by yourself, you can go to a certain extent, but if you do it with people, you do it with team, you will have more success. So we're gonna have accountability checkups for leaders and up and coming leaders as well. And it's gonna be really, really good for you. The main intention and purpose is to free and heal your bank account, free and heal your mind, because your life is supposed to feel good to you. You are meant to be happy. You are meant to satisfy your dreams. All of that is meant for you. And I truly believe that everyone on here is going to help someone. If you are the type of person who like to help people, who would like to help someone, if you've been through something and you came out of it and maybe you want to help somebody, if you got a purpose on here, I'm telling you, you're gonna be able to really, really help free yourself, free people, and just really, really change the world. I believe we're gonna change the world with this. When we first did it, I had no idea that so many people would happen to people, but it was so much deeper than what people even realized it was. People were really being healed of trauma and things that they've been through. We want to help the men, we want to help the women, we want to help you be a better parent, help you be a better person for your girlfriend, boyfriend, spouse, whatever the case may be. Even if it's you and you learning to love yourself more, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, really, really help the people. I'm super excited for everyone. So make sure that you get your crypto together. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody need help with getting their crypto? Anybody want to do an example? We can do an example with someone if you need help as well. And like I said, when it's your turn to go in the system, what we're actually doing literally is if for each person, for example, we're gonna be registering our people. We're literally registering our people. And inside of your back office, when you see the back office, you can register a person from your back office, right? So since each person is going to be getting help with three, we're going to be each person helping their three get registered. If you don't have three, maybe got one, you're gonna be able to put your first member in, and then we're gonna see where you are and try to fill in the holes as best as we can. Okay, so I think everybody. I mean, anybody got any questions before we hop off? We don't have to take too long. We're gonna do another call as well, to help people get signed up, and then once it's your turn, we'll be able to. We've been getting on Zooms with people as they get started. We had to. We only were able to put in a few people, but we were about to literally be on these Zooms just helping people get started. So that's kind of how we're gonna be. Just when it's your turn, we're gonna get on the Zoom with you probably, and then just help you. And somebody or a leader is going to be always there. You guys are the freaking foundation of this. We are the foundation of one of the biggest legs in the company, basically, right? And what that means, the would you rather hurry up and do a foundation and just put people everywhere? No. You want to literally strategically place people, because that foundation is going to set the tone for everybody and everything. When that foundation is right, people will be able to make money, and when as people are making money, they can help other people. They can each one teach one. So I would rather go steady, right, and get it done properly for the first, 500,000 people, than to just try to hurry up and do it and then just put people everywhere. No. You know what I mean? Put people properly, set the foundation. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, shout out to yes, single moms, yes, single dads, right? Everybody. Kim, hey Kim, did you have anything you want to say? And I working on just
Oh, no, I was just gonna say the once you guys see this, the system is so easy. Like it's so simple and clean and easy. And I just love the simplicity of it. So this is gonna be really simple process for us to really dive in and blow this up. So I'm just excited.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
the system is very simple and clean the way they got it. It's not confusing or anything. The main thing you're really gonna be doing is just learning what button does what really quickly. And once you do it once, you'll be like, okay, maybe do it another time. We'll be, help you out. And then boom, once you get it, it's really easy. One of the most easiest setups I've seen too. So awesome. All right, so we got missions, people with different missions. That's wonderful, 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 wonderful. I'm super excited for everyone. Like I said, I didn't want to take too much of your time, so the flow of it is going to be basically I'm gonna put my first group of 3 because we're doing 3 by 3 by 3, right? And then they're gonna put their 3, and then we're gonna go down the list of the form and see who has what. When it gets to your turn, we'll call you in. We're gonna be usually 9 times out of 10 on a Zoom, helping people sign up so we can see what they're doing and make sure they do it right. So when you come in, if make sure you have your crypto ready. If you don't, get with your sponsor to help you. And if you don't, by the time it gets on your name, like I said, we want to get on a Zoom with you. That's gonna be the most simplest way, and then show you how to get set up, because that is, if you think about that process, that is straight up servant leadership. People taking time to get on the Zoom, help each person get in, show their sponsor so that they can know how to do it. And then by the time everybody got it, you're gonna know how to sign up properly yourself because you did it. You're gonna be able to, if you want to get on with the next group and see how they do it, you'll be able to know as well, right? How they do it. So now we creating massive duplication, which is one of the biggest things in the industry that people try to get together, right? Is duplication. Okay. Duplication is, maybe you can get your 3, but can your people get their 3, right? Can they set themselves up, or can they do this, right? This is how it creates a culture of everybody works together. Okay, everybody works together. Very, very powerful. So wait, that's just the beginning. And once everything is like really, really good, I'm just so excited because I understand, like, some of y'all will be making more money than you ever made in your life, right? That is going to definitely happen. So we definitely strategically place people. Tracy says, are they working over the weekend? Just want to know if we need to be watching. I don't think they do Sundays. But I'm not sure. I think we probably, so today is Thursday. Friday, we'll see if they are finished with the issue. Not the issue, is not an issue really. They just updating the login module. Um, Today we'll see that, and then probably, like I said, within the next few days, next week, we'll still be putting people in the system. It will still be putting people in the system as well. So it might not get to, after the first 40 until like Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay. Or it might be a little bit early. So I'm thinking, just set your tone for, give it about, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday. And like I said, even when we do get the first 40 people, they still got to put their first 3 in. They got to see how to get their people in. And then we're going to be doing webinars at the same time. It's gonna be a lot going on. It's gonna be a lot going on. Person number 300 may not go into the week after next, right? Or it might be sooner. But we doing steady and right versus in a rush and put people all over the place and then people be looking crazy, right? We doing steady, make sure want people to get their 3, want people to get help, and then go from there. Right? We got it. Everybody got it. If you need help with crypto, just get with your sponsor or get with somebody in a meeting or in the chat. And then we'll see you guys. Let's see, tomorrow. There's no call tomorrow. It might be a call tomorrow. I'll post in the chat if it's gonna be a call tomorrow. But like I said, it's a lot going on. So trying to do the calls and trying to put people in the system is gonna be crazy. So either the next call is gonna be Friday, Monday, or Tuesday for sure. But we're gonna get the calls back started after we at least get the first group of 40 in and start getting people in, so we got the flow. So super excited. Woohoo. All right, everyone, have a great day. That's all. And if you have any questions, just ask someone in the chat, or we're all here. All the leaders are here around to help anyone who needs questions asked as well. Have a great day. Bye.